Hello everyone, welcome to Kenosha Women's Network monthly luncheon. We're really pleased to have you here. Today our speaker is Haleigh Couch. She is the Fall Prevention Health and Wellness Coordinator for the Kenosha Community Aging and Disability Resource Center. She received her Bachelor's of Arts degree in Health Promotion and Exercise Science from Waldorf University and her Certified Dementia Practitioner Certificate from the National Council of Certified Dementia Practitioners in 2019. Please welcome Haleigh.
Good afternoon. I don't even know what time it is anymore. There's a lot of you, holy cow. So obviously I'm Haleigh. I have two questions for you before I get started. So obviously my main job is fall prevention for those that are 55 and older, which none of you are, you're all in your 30s. So my first question for you is, in what room in your house or apartment do you think falls occur the most in? And you could just shout out your answer.
Living room.
Kitchen.
You're all right. They happen everywhere, but they are mostly in your bedroom and your living room. So where you spend most of your time.
Okay.
Yes. All right, last one is, what time of day do you think they occur?
Morning.
Middle of the night.
We don't know.
So you're all right.
7 p.m.
They normally happen around 11 a.m., so right before lunch, and then also right before dinner. It is still really not proven. It's still in kind of the research of why that happens. It might be low blood sugar. It might be rushing around. It might be a lot of things. So I'm trying to figure that out. So my job is fall prevention. Falls are embarrassing for some people. They don't like talking about them. And they are not a normal part of aging. So if you think that a fall is normal because you're getting older, it's not. Something underlying is going on. So if you are falling, or if you know someone that has fallen and is kind of, being a little unbalanced, make sure you talk with them or talk with their doctor. It could be their medication, it could be not sleeping enough, it could be honestly anything. So just make sure you keep that in the back of your heads. So I just wanted to give you some data. So I work with the Kenosha EMS department, and then I also work with the county's EMS departments with a fall prevention program. It is completely free to anyone and everyone. We have helped about 200 people out of the 1,400 just this year that have fallen. So when an EMS goes out for a fall call, they give me a report and they ask the person, would you like some assistance? So if they ask for assistance, it could be of anything and everything. I can go do a home safety evaluation for them. I can get them something from our loan closet at the ADRC. I can get them pretty much anything they need, and it's completely free to them. There's no cost at all. So I just wanted to kind of give you some other numbers. So $50 billion was spent in 2022 for medical costs for falls that are 65 and older. So just to kind of think about that, in 2026, I think it is projected to have at least 75 billion. So it's going to double in the next couple of years. So I try to kind of put that bug in everybody's ear when it comes to preventing. So some things that you can do to help prevent yourself, it's okay to take your time. If somebody's rushing you, just tell them go away. So it's okay. It's okay to take your time. It's okay to walk upstairs slowly. If you need to kind of shoo them above you, it's perfectly okay. Even if you're walking with a cane, just take your time. Make sure you also have proper footwear. Don't look at what I'm wearing. But you want to make sure you have some good stability shoes. Try to avoid flip-flops if you can. I know it's hard because they go with our outfits, but it's really okay. Just try your best. You want to maybe stick with gym shoes. Also try to avoid not wearing shoes in your house. Or I'm sorry, wearing shoes in your house. I'm so sorry about that. So you can wear slippers, but making sure they have a sturdy support with your slippers that you might be wearing. So try not to go wearing socks when you're walking up and down stairs as well, because the socks might slip if you have carpet or hardwood floor. You might go kind of falling down the stairs. If you do not like wearing shoes in your house, it's okay to go barefoot. I'm not gonna tell you to change your ways. It's really okay, but just make sure you're being safe about it. Also, you wanna make sure you get your eyes checked. Sometimes you might think you see something that's there and it's really not, and you might end up tripping over it, or you might see it and you don't know what's going on. So little floaters that you might have. You also wanna make sure when you do get a new prescription that you talk with your pharmacist and also ask them, is there any side effects that you need to be aware of, or is it going to clash with any other medications you are using? I know this is a hard one, but you want to try to avoid alcohol as well. I know, I'm so sorry. I know we live in a beer state, I know, but definitely try your best to avoid alcohol if you can. And also getting enough sleep. You might hear like an old wives' tale that the older you get, the less sleep you need. That's not true. Try your best to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night if you possibly can. So last year, I started at the ADRC in August, so I took over the fall prevention program in August, so I had a couple more years, or a couple more months, I'm sorry. So last year, we had 2,800 falls that were reported. So it doubled that for the unreported ones, because people get up on their own, or family help them get out of their chair or up off the floor.
Or just pick them up in the street.
Yep, or they pick them up off the street. So I have 2 fall prevention programs. I have Stepping On, which is my main number 1, which Margaret actually helps me with. And then I also have another one. It's called Stand Up for Your Health. But it was originally called Stand Up and Move More. They just changed the name of it recently. So Stepping On, we do balance and strength exercises. We talk to a pharmacist. We talk to a vision expert about what sunglasses to use, what sunglasses are bad for you if you have cataracts. So it's kind of a helpful class. I think Margaret and I have taught 5 in the past year, and we've seen a big outcome from it as well, so that's also super helpful. And then Stand Up for Your Health, it is 5 weeks long. It is for people that sit 6 or more hours a day. So that class is basically proven to help reduce sedentary behavior and help you kind of walk around your house a little bit more. And I know I sit a lot, so I try my best. I actually am buying a stand-up desk to help reduce that. So
I have a question.
yes.
So, in the entire, six in a row? Is that what you're talking about? Or
So for for Stepping On, it is 7 weeks in a row. So it's once a week for 7 weeks, and then for the Stand Up for Your Health, it's 4 weeks consecutively, and then a break, and then you meet for a 5th week. So
No.
yeah,
That's 6 hours consecutively of sitting? Or?
six hours or 6 hours consecutively. Yes.
oh, I can't.
That does not include sleeping. Just so you know, does not include sleeping. Yes. Do you have a question?
I do have a question.
Okay.
Are you done? I mean, I didn't know about that. What's your presentation? Are you ready? Okay.
Yeah, I am. Yes, ma'am.
I have 2 questions.
Okay.
One was, am I supposed to wear my shoes in my house or not?
You can.
What's best?
Trying to get a sturdy, so trying to get slippers, or if you do wear gym shoes in your house, you can. But if you are stuck in your ways, like if you keep your throw rugs on the floor, I'm not going to tell you that they're bad. Just try to be aware of them. So if you do wear shoes, just make sure they're not like clogs or flip-flops or cowboy boots. I'm trying to think of funny shoes.
Crocs?
No, I wear Crocs. Crocs, don't take from me. I wear Crocs. Yes.
My second question. So I might know someone who falls relatively often, but says, "I'm not falling, I'm tripping."
Tripping.
Okay.
Seriously, like, what's a fall? I know if you're tripping over something, you're falling, right? We always talk about death by dog. We're going to trip over our dogs and die.
Yes.
They're always in the way.
Yes.
Or like a half a fall. Like what? How do you determine? And I guess my real question is, how many falls is too many? I mean, I know if I cracked my head open, that was one too many, right? But
So if you're on the ground, it's considered a fall. That is what EMS has labeled as a fall. Like if you are on the ground, that's labeled a fall to them. If it's a lift assist, it means that you're in like the sitting upright position, and then it can just pick you up off the ground, or if you're in your chair. So if you're on the ground or like laying flat, it's considered a fall.
so it doesn't matter if I tripped over something, I'm still on the ground.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Checking. All right.
My question, how many is too many? So for any of them, we can seek your assistance. We technically don't even need to have fallen.
I have helped people that have the fear of falling, and then I help them try to prevent falls from happening. I'm going to say one is too many. So out of the 1,300 that have fallen just this year, 180 of them are 2 or more. So that's also something to think about. I have somebody that has fallen 15 times since March. So yes. And they have said no each time to a referral, so I cannot unfortunately help them at that time. Yes.
I know we're talking about inside the home.
Yeah.
But sorry ladies, don't be upset with me, but I know winter is coming. So how would you coach us to walk better when it's bad weather outside with ice and snow?
So I penguin walk. So I like kind of like shuffle my feet a little bit. But they're called Yak Tracks. That's the name brand, but they have they go on the bottom of your shoe. My recommendation for those is to be very aware that when you put them on, they are very, very, very slippery on hardwood floor. So if you do end up buying Yak Tracks for the winter time, either dedicate a shoe to them and then bring an extra set with you. Don't drive with them either, because they're kind of like a grip on the bottom. They're like a coil, and then they go on your shoe kind of like a sock in a way. And then also they make ice picks. So they're like a walking stick, but you can take off the little rubber stopper on the bottom and it becomes an ice pick. So if you're going to the mailbox, don't stab people with it. You can like dig it into the ground to help you walk. If you do have a cane, they make an ice pick for your cane. So when you go into a store, you could flip the ice pick up and then walk with your cane normally. And then when you go back outside, you can put it down. That goes for anything slippery. So wet grass, leaves, snow, my favorite word, ice. It could be anything. So you can get them on Amazon. Their Amazon Basic brand is pretty inexpensive. So yeah. What did you learn? One thing did you learn?
You're awesome.